oh my, what a weekend it was in the world of football. Brock Purdy absolutely kicks the GOAT's ass as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' weird season continues. My Seattle Seahawks season is pretty much over. Jelani's Cowboys actually avoided a massive scare against the one win Houston Texans. Shout out to Zeke for that touchdown at the end.
Yeah,
he didn't jump in the Salvation Army bin.
Because the no fun league would have fined him like $25K.
It doesn't matter. He's made enough money anyway. He's robbing the Cowboys right now anyway.
Hey, man.
But we got to start off with your NFC East rival, Jalen Hurts. The Eagles flew into New Jersey, the East Rutherford.
Yeah.
Absolutely stomped on the Giants.
Giants didn't show up.
My, oh my. Now how the tides have turned. Jalen Hurts now, according to FanDuel Canada, most books across the world, is now the MVP favorite in the NFL. Jelani, I know you have a big Mahomes agenda.
Yes, I do.
Are you finally going to concede that Jalen Hurts is now the MVP frontrunner?
He's a front runner, but he's not my MVP.
I know he's not your MVP, but he's
Jalen. Yeah, Jalen is my guy. Remember, I like Alabama. He was there, so I'm very proud of him. The progression that we've seen year from year, he's looking really good. Okay, I'll give him that. But I still give Mahomes the edge. I know he didn't look good against Denver. Okay, he did have a few highlight plays, of course, but he didn't look that great against Denver. You talk about 3 picks. That's as many as Hurts has all year. So that's something to point out. But Mahomes, to me, you got to look at the situation. You got to look at the fact that the Eagles have the better team.
Yeah.
In terms of the O-line. Who has the better O-line? Jalen has that. That's also why Jalen can rush the ball the way he has this year. Look at the weaponry. I'd rather have what Jalen Hurts has. Okay, you're talking about the Batman.
Kelsey, man.
That's it. That's it.
Aw, come on.
Okay. You talk about A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, right? Quez Watkins is pretty nice too. Dallas Goedert before he got hurt, right? Standards. So I give edge to the Eagles in that aspect. All that Mahomes really has is Kelsey, and then a cast of characters.
He's got a bunch of like B plus.
Yeah, Juju, MVS.
Weapons.
So he has that. Then you're talking about the schedule. I know you play who you play, but the Eagles have had the easier.
They played the NFC East.
They've had the easier schedule this year. Look at the schedule.
They played the NFC East, bro.
Look at the schedules, man. Right? They played mid teams. We say mid.
Were we saying Tennessee was mid when they went to Philly?
No,
because they weren't.
But okay. Well, same way you can say the Kansas City Chiefs. They've had a tougher schedule. They've played more contenders. You can't lie. They played more contenders, and they've lost the Buffalo Bills. We saw that. They lost the Bengals again, but they handled the 49ers, who we're talking about the best defense in the league, right? Yeah. So you got to give them that. So I would say the Chiefs have had the tougher schedule in a way. So you look at those things.
You got to play the teams that you play.
I said you play who you play, but the schedule, the O-line, the team, right? I edge the Eagles. So that helps Jalen in this case. I would also say this before I give it to you. If Mahomes, who's on pace to have either the third or second, highest mark in terms of passing yards in a season
he's at 4,400 right now.
Yeah, he's on pace to maybe be top 3 of all time in passing yards for a season. I think if he gets 5,000 plus yards with 40 plus touchdowns, it's going to be hard not to give it to him.
Hey, look,
it's going to be hard not to give it to him.
Jalen's at 3,800 right now, right?
Yeah, total yards.
Total yards, right?
Yeah.
He's got 30, I think it's 30.
He has, 33 touchdowns?
33 touchdowns to 2
I believe,
interceptions.
or 32.
And Mahomes has got, I think, 33 as well, I think. No, Jalen's got 32 to 3 interceptions. Mahomes has got 33 touchdowns
to like 11.
11 interceptions, right? Hurts has got a higher completion percentage, 2-point percentage, right? And he's obviously 12-1. Mahomes is 10-3, right? I just think, man, this guy just every week he just impresses me even more, right? This game against the Giants, right? It was raining, it was cold, it was snowing, and he was dropping dimes. That throw to Devontae.
It was a good throw.
On fourth down.
Yeah.
Dropped the dime. A.J. Brown. He not only runs a 10-yard rush, right? He is not only unequivocal the leader of the Philadelphia Eagles, he sets the tone for the Philadelphia Eagles, but he's been balling out for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think Jalen Hurts is the MVP. Because the Eagles are probably going to finish what? 15-2?
Yeah, it's
15-2
at best.
At best, right?
Yeah.
They're probably going to lock up the number 1 seed for the
I expect them to.
The NFC, right? So all roads are going to travel through Philly to go to the Super Bowl, right? Now you could say he's got the best offensive line, of course. But Patrick Mahomes had the best weapons in football for years too, right?
Yeah, but not this year.
I'm saying.
Because the other thing
but when
is,
he won his MVP, did he not have the best weapons in football?
yeah, but look here though, 2022, right? Coming into the year,
I'm not-
losing Tyreek Hill,
Yeah, yeah.
everyone expected a drop off. He's still on
never
pace
expected a
for
drop-off.
maybe not you, Justin,
Yeah.
but a lot of people said, okay, oh, there's no Tyreek Hill in the door. Oh, Mahomes is gonna have a drop off. He's not gonna be the same guy. Oh, what is he gonna do? No. He's still on pace for an all-time season. So it's gonna be tough not to give it to him.
Anybody that watches football or knows football knows that Patrick Mahomes is still going to be Patrick Mahomes, right? He's still going to be Patrick Mahomes. He's proven that, right? But what I'm thinking with Jalen Hurts is coming where he came from, where people were shocked that he got drafted that high. People thought he would just be a converted, change positions, right?
Yeah,
And
that was disrespectful.
To go from where he's come to now, where he's probably going to get a big deal, a massive
He should,
deal.
yeah.
He's going to be in line with the likes of Herbert, Burrow, like those guys right there.
Also, Burrow's in this MVP talks.
He is.
by
He's
the way.
third.
Yeah,
Burrow's third. But I think
yeah.
he's like plus 755
I do
right
think
now.
it's right now is going to be a two-man race.
Yeah.
Unless Burrow continues this, but
Hey.
I don't know. I'm looking at Mahomes.
I'm
man.
telling you right now, man. I need there to be a Chiefs versus Eagles Super Bowl.
You've been saying it. The
I've been
Reed
saying
Bowl.
it for
You want the Reed Bowl.
a couple
Yeah,
weeks now.
yeah.
The Dolphins, I wanted to see the Dolphins go far, but after last night,
That was disappointing. Their
Tua-
offense.
what are you doing, man? No.
Yeah, Tua lost MVP talks
Yeah,
yesterday.
he was all out
Yeah.
of those talks. Tyreek, had a great game. But let's go to the other game in California. Mr. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant.
Purdy
Holy cow. So I didn't, context, right? I didn't watch this game. I was watching.
You had your game to watch.
I was watching
Seattle.
the Seahawks get absolutely waxed and get run over by the Carolina Panthers. Geno played his worst game of the year.
Yeah.
Defense,
Yo,
run
Steve
defense,
Wilkes, man. Steve Wilkes.
run defense looks horrible, right? And now we have Purdy, your boy Purdy Montana, coming up to Seattle on Thursday Night Football. And I'm not gonna lie to you,
game.
massive game because we're 2 games
Huge
behind.
game, yeah.
Seahawks are 2 games
If you want a
behind.
chance at the division.
Any chance
Yeah.
or any the playoffs, right?
Yep.
Brock Purdy, 3 touchdown passes,
Yep.
absolutely whooped the GOAT yesterday.
did.
In the GOAT's hometown.
I
Tom
know
Brady.
Brady had 100, tickets
Yeah,
bought
he had all
for
his family, and Brock
friends.
Purdy stole the show.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey had a great game. That
My guy,
defense,
run
once
CMC.
again, proved to be the best defense in
Legit,
football. The
legit,
best defense
yeah.
in football. But I'm going to ask you this. Going forward now, 2 strong games from Brock Purdy. Can he take the Niners to the Super Bowl? And could he be their guy for the future instead of Trey Lance?
That's what I'm saying. Trey Lance better watch out. Trey Lance better. They cut to, like, after a touchdown, they cut to the sideline. They were talking. I feel like Trey in his head, he's like, damn,
Yeah.
this guy cannot be doing this, right? I think that they're truly a threat. I've been saying it all year. They are, to me, the strongest team in the NFC. I said that with Jimmy G, they would go in Philly and beat them.
Yeah.
Now with Purdy, right? He's obviously not Joe Montana, okay?
No.
But with this game plan, running the football, they can beat you. We just saw it.
Absolutely. They're going to beat Seattle.
It was more so Christian McCaffrey doing his thing.
Yeah.
Before he got hurt, Debo Samuel, that's another thing. Debo Samuel.
High ankle sprain.
4 to 6 weeks.
high ankle
That's what they're
sprain,
saying.
yeah.
So I do think if they commit to the running game, right, with their strong O-line, they can beat people. They can travel. Their defense, we know who they are, right? Their defense shut down Tom Brady. Tom couldn't do anything, right? Tom was thinking in his head, maybe I got to go there next year because that defense was going off as expected. So I think truly they can do it. I really think they could do it. We saw it. Speaking of Tom Brady, 2001, what happened? Okay? Drew Bledsoe.
Pump the brakes of it.
I'm saying, no, look at the context though. Drew Bledsoe goes down.
Yeah.
Right? Brady comes in the door.
Yeah.
Right? And they go on a hot
You're
streak.
never gonna see that again, okay?
And remember, it was the Pats' defense that year. It wasn't
Teddy Bruschi.
There were better weapons on the offense of the Niners than that Patriots offense, right?
Yeah.
It was the defense that got it done.
NFL
Brady they asked him, don't make a mistake.
Teddy Bruschi said that on NFL Countdown. He's like, look how we won our first Super Bowl.
So you never know. However, the one thing before I give it to you, the one thing is, can he go on the road in case? Because they're not going to get the 1 seed, in my opinion. They're not going to get it. Okay, so there is a chance you got to go in Philly, right? That's a lot. That's a tall order.
Big test on Thursday.
That's a tall order. So yeah, when you're looking at Thursday night, Seattle, hey man, they're angry. The way they played against Carolina, you're angry. So
I told myself I want to get emotionally invested in this year, and I did. And it started playing so much better. And last night, I'm standing up and I'm throwing stuff around because I'm like, can't you just stop Chuba Hubbard? He's not Christian McCaffrey.
Shout out Canada.
Shout out Canada.
But yeah, man, it's gonna be a huge game for sure. I think though, if they just commit to the run, Shanahan, he does always get the best out of his quarterbacks. We've seen it with even Nick Mullins at one point. He got the best out of him. C.J. Beathard at one point.
Beathard, yeah.
I think even Matt Schaub, Pro Bowler under Shanahan. So it's possible.
Pump the brakes on Brock Purdy a little bit. Everybody, just pump the brakes on Brock Purdy. The 49ers invested way too much draft capital in Trey Lance to not let him ride it out. They'll keep Brock Purdy as an insurance policy.
Trey Lance, man.
But Trey Lance is the future of the San Francisco 49er. That might be Jordan Love, actually. Reports are saying that Jordan Love might be requesting a trade. But Trey Lance is the future of the San Francisco 49ers. Brock Purdy went up against a Tampa Bay Buccaneers team that, quite frankly, is
not playing well.
So inconsistent.
They're not playing well. And their defense is not playing well either.
Miami, they had a bunch of injuries last week. So let's pump the brakes. Now, this weekend on Thursday, so we have a Seattle team that has the worst rush defense I've seen in my life, so they're probably going to win that game. But let's pump the brakes a little bit on Brock Purdy. Let's see what he can do, okay? Trey Lance is still the guy in San Francisco, my personal opinion. Brock Purdy, nice story, just like Mike White was a nice story, right? The Mike White story, he's got some broken ribs. He's probably not going to play anymore. Brock Purdy, great story, but I don't think...
And Purdy didn't really do much. Let's be honest, right? He had 185. That's cool. The pass rating was great. It was the best of the weekend, 134.
Making him
but it was the running game. If they stick to that, then they'll probably win games.
Got you caught up in the weekend that was in the NFL. Stick around this week for some more NFL content here in the Homestand Studios.